Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NASCAR Panasonic Road Course Cup Series. Its debut race here at Watkins Glen International in upstate New York. This track is a 2.45-mile racetrack where we're going to do 30 laps around it here today in upstate New York. On your pole today is the number 15 of Clint Bowyer here. As we're going to run through your starting lineup. Whoa, that's a nice thing. Just a beautiful view of the track really quickly. Take a look at this track. It's just a lovely track in upstate New York. But we're going to take a look at your starting lineup. Starting on the pole here, Clint Bowyer in the number 15 running with a non-charter by himself. He does not have a lock into the races this season, so he's going to race to see if he can get as many points as he can. Maybe interest people. Ryan Newman in second place on the outside of him. He just missed the pole by just under a tenth of a second, but he will be starting second today in the field. Third place will be Jay McNulty in number 1, alongside his teammate of Chuck Wilson in the number 42. Wilson is the highest running driver with a charter. His teammate, who's in third, does not have a charter. Nick Campbell is in fifth. The number 24, he's our... No, I was about to say he was the highest running Chevy, but that's incorrect. Our pole sitter's a Chevy. In sixth place is Carter Friesen, number 18. Seventh is the number 4 of Wayne Carson. And in eighth is the number 38 of Terry Lee. I had to look that one up. Still getting these names associated with. In the next row is number 16 of Matt Owen, and number 16 with the number 44 of Derek Hamill next to him. The row behind them is number 2 of Brad Keselowski and John Morrison in number 11. Regan Smith is in the number 7 car alongside the number 23 of Connor Hurley. Number 41 of Eric Benson alongside Rico Farrell. And the number 34 Loves Ford. And 47 of Chase Dunbar gonna be alongside Jason Larker, who is brothers with the person back here. I think it's I don't know. I didn't write it down. I believe he's related to him. They have the same last name. I'm getting used to this. All right, it's my first race. And number 22 is Daniel Knutson. I can't pronounce that. I'm sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly. Knutson. And alongside him is Gatelyn Downey, the number 98. Not Jeffrey. All right. The number 32 Ford of Chris Asbury is going to be alongside the number 20 of Steve Larker. Number 43 of Eric Almirola is going to be alongside the number 30 of Brady Farrell. Noah MBR is going to be in the number 28 Chevrolet, and along him will be Landon Dotson, number 95 Chevrolet. Logan Smith, my mistake at Landon earlier. Logan Smith will be in the number 83 Toyota Camry. Outside of him will be Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Roger Ray will be the last car in the field, starting last, and the number 14 of Sebastian Coles will be alongside of him in the last row. And there you go. The engines have been fired here in the first ever race at in the NASCAR Panasonic Road Course Cup Series. And the field is rolling off. 30 laps. They'll have the pit once here as these drivers pace side by side through the corners. We're getting ready to go green flag racing. As the 15 leads him down. He got the pole. He's our current points leader heading into this turn. Who's going to be points leader coming out? We're green flag here at Watkins Glen. Already the 31 with a slight advantage coming down to turn 1. The 42 looks to have a slight advantage too. And right like that, the 15 backs up and the 31 gets a nice advantage. He wasn't your pole sitter, but he came across that line in first. Back here, we almost have a look battle for the 3-wide battle here for 4th. But now the 38 will get around the 15. 15 dropping like a rock early in the race here. As Carter Friesen is running 3rd. Chuck Wilson's running 2nd. And number 31, Ryan Newman, is your leader. Terry Lee in 5th and 4th. Clint Boyer in 5th, and in 6th is Derek Hamill. This guy's coming through the inner loop. Now dirt kicked up. You saw in the background there. This 30-car field rumbling around this 2.45-mile racetrack. And look at this battle here between the 2 and the 44. 2 Ford Fusions side by side coming down this long chute down to turn 10. Turn 10, a hard left-hander that leads back into a hard right-hander, which comes back onto the racetrack. It's turn 6 or turn 10, whatever you want to consider it. Either way, we're coming around to complete the first ever lap in history of the NASCAR Panasonic Road Course Cup Series. And already you see here, battle for 4th between Terry Lee and Clint Boyer, but Clint Boyer smartly slides back in line, coming back down to this corner. Oh, the 18, I think, got into the side. Carter Friesen, Chuck Wilson battling side by side, coming back through the Essence. Ryan Newman's going to like that, as these guys are just all over each other here for that second place position. Carter Friesen looking to set himself up in a good position to pass the 42. Down this long straightaway, Friesen looking out on the inside, down into the inner loop. You do not want to be side by side through the inner loop. That's one place that's very dangerous, and he's going to let off and let the 42 get back in front of him. And look at that, the 38 gains a lot on those two. And the 38, look at that high line run the 38 has. But the 42 gets a little loose up the track, and here comes the 18 back on him here. Nice battling through this field here. They made single file. They don't look at these guys. Every chance they get, they're looking to pass one another. It is non-stop aggression around this track. And look at this, the 18 looking under the 842. Friesen, ooh, gets loose under the 42 Wilson. These two are going to fly down the straightaway here. And it looks like Wilson's going to get the advantage back down to turn 1. Ooh, let's take a look back here for 5th. 2's trying to get around the 15. And it looks like the 2 couldn't keep the momentum up on the inside line. And the 15 clears them coming back through the Essence again. Newman out here, but not completely pulled away yet. He's still in striking distance of the people behind him, and even though these guys are battling, I think the 18 has a faster car out of these two. Just 18 can't get around him. He make a late move in the inner loop. Wow. I mean, you want to maybe try and pass through there, but that's a little dangerous. So we take a look back here. 44, Derek Hamill, and look at the 11 of John Moore's looking on Jay McMurray. Coming off of the carousel down the long chute back down to turn 6, turn 10, whatever you want to call it. Ooh, and they slide back in line. Top 3 looking here, and look at this. Oh, the 15 runs really wide. Here comes the 2 on the inside. Side by side, you can see the 2 really get loose. Brad Keselowski just hangs that thing out. You can see Terry Lee moving up now. He's going to start challenging these guys here. 2 Chevys, a Toyota, and a Ford. All 3 makes represent your top 4 here as we complete 3 of 30 here at Watkins Glen International. Coming back through the Essence again. Drivers trying to see if they can set up the person in front of them for a pass down this long straightaway that leads back into the inner loop. This straightaway contains the highest speeds on the whole entire circuit. You see the 42 pulled away from the 18 now and looks to be trying to chase down the number 31. Looks like maybe the 18 possibly raced off his tires early in this run trying to get around that 42. And now the 38 is going to start pressuring him. Now the 42 of Chuck Wilson trying to race down the leader here. Every lap is important in this series. Every single lap you lead gives you points. Every single lap. So every lap is vital almost in this series. Everything you do is vital. Every position is points. Every place you qualify is points. Everything. And back down this turn again. 42. We have a battle for the lead now. The 42 has chased down the 31. So we bring up our leaderboard here, our top 10. Look at these. Look at the 2 leaders battle here. It's one thing to catch them. You got to pass them. That's the difficult thing. Now, this is something I just thought of. I probably should mention here in the NASCAR Panasonic Road Course Cup Series. We have green-white checkers, but what we do is we finish this race it's almost like ARCA, except we run 2 laps. So we will finish this race under green no matter what happens. If we have to go all night, we will do it. As you see, a 31 goes kind of low. 42 looking, closing up on that leader. He's gonna look under him here, coming into the turn. 42 slots right back in line. Good place to make a move is right at the last second coming into this corner. However, it's very hard to keep your car on the inside of this turn on another car. I see the 18 now starting to chase back down these guys. It looks like the 18, it looks like the 31 maybe has lost some speed, and the 42 trying to get around him has slowed down, and now everyone else is starting to gain back now. Either way, tight battles for the lead. Tight battle for the lead here between these two. This is not giving up. 5 laps of 30. Ooh, the 42 kind of goes off the dirt a little bit. Off in the dirt a little bit. And with that, we're going to take a short commercial break. We're going to go side by side here in the NASCAR Panasonic Road Course Cup Series. Stay tuned. We're going to have more racing here from Watkins Glen.
This Nextel walkie-talkie phone is magic. I lost my helmet the other day. Push this button, my helmet appeared. Magic.
New spark plugs are in.
See? It's magic.
That's not magic. This is magic.
No, that's sleight of hand. Get me a bunny. That's magic.
Well, we wanted to do something for our fans.
I want Kyle Busch in a pink car in a pink suit.
And now, they get to be our sponsors.
This has always been artistic.
And she loves those cats.
Who doesn't like kittens, bunnies, and little baby seals?
I love you.
No, thank you, sweetheart.
No, write that on the spoiler.
Okay.
Design it, enter it at toyotaracing.com.
No drift. We can just quit now. Enough of that garbage. Absolutely terrible. Hey, let's go. We can lose. I'm gonna try to get you going just a little bit. You do your job, I'll do mine, okay? Shake it off there, pull your belt tight. Go, 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 go. Tony? How you feeling, bud? I'd like to buy the world a home and furnish it with love. Grow apple trees and honey bees and snow white turtle doves. I like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I'd like to buy the world a coat and keep it company. I'd like to teach the world to sing.
Hello and welcome back to the NASCAR Panasonic Road Course Cup Series here from Watkins Glen. You did not miss a minute of the action-packed battle for the lead, as we would NASCAR nonstop, side by side, whatever you want to call it. As you see, Chuck Wilson still trying to hunt down the number 31 Ryan Newman, looking at every possible advantage. It's Carter Friesen and then number 18 back in third, Stocks, trying to see if he can maybe pounce on a moment where one of these guys makes a mistake. And look at it right here. Here he comes to maybe see if he can pounce on the mistake that Chuck Wilson makes. I was waiting for when I would make that mistake. You knew it. As you see up ahead, very far up ahead here, is the number 43, Eric Almirola. Lap traffic possibly could play a factor into this race. I don't know what happened with him. Did he possibly pit or something? These drivers run ×2, so these guys are going to run. These guys can run half of what they run here at Watkins Glen, which is usually 15, 18 laps. So we're expecting these guys to come in with 15, 18 laps. So I would come in anywhere past 15 laps, because that means you know that you can make it all the way on gas after that. And you know, if we go overtime, these guys will probably all come in and get gas, and they'll be able to make it for as many overtimes as we ever need to go. And with that, the 42 still trying to gain back on them. The top 4 have spread themselves out away from the field, but they have not spread themselves away from each other. As when we pit next time, it's going to become futile. Let's go through the field here. really quickly. As maybe we won't here, as we have a little battle for the lead here, as the top three are tightening up. I was about to say maybe we will go through the field, but not anytime soon here. I think that 43 pitted because he's going faster than the leaders. These leaders have slowed down over a second and a half as the battle for lead's getting tight. 42-31. Oh, the 42 is getting a run on the 31 right here. This may be his chance to make a move. Coming down into the inner loop. 42 couldn't make a move. And now the top four are really getting close to each other. Each one of these. Oh, look at the 18. Carter Friesen blocked the 38 of Terry Lee up the track. Not Carter Lee. Terry Lee up the track. Oh, Chuck Wilson looking still. He's looking at every possible advantage he can get on that 31. Ooh, battle here. 38's going to complete the pass on the 18 if he can clear him off of the corner. No, side by side down this straightaway for third. 38-18, still side by side, and he's going to slot back in. 18 keeps that position with a nice high side run through turn 11 or 7, whatever you want to consider it. And now they space out again, so I think we will go through the field here. Starting out with Ryan Newman. Ryan Newman starting the 31 there. He's running first. In second, we got Chuck Wilson. Third, Carter Friesen. Fourth, Terry Lee. Fifth, Clint Boyer. He's fallen back from where he started. Brad Keselowski right around where he started in 6th place. Jamie Murray in 7th. Derek Hamill is in 8th. 9th is Connor Hurley. He, I believe, has moved up quite a bit from where he started. Number 11 of John Morris. He's running just on the edge of the top 10, but still in the top 10 nonetheless. Nick Campbell, who's looking to pass him here for that 10th place position. He's in running in 11th. Number 16 of Matt Owen. He's running 12th. Take a look at this battle for lead real quick. Well, it's battle for that 10th place position here. Nick Campbell is going to complete the pass coming through this corner. We have a tight battle here. 3-car battle in this position. Wow. These guys racing one another back here. And you see they're going to slot back in. But anyway, as I was saying, in the number 4 of Wayne Carson, he's running in 13th. 14th is Daniel Knutson in number 22. In 15th is number 7 of Regan Smith. 16th is the number 34 of Rico Farrell. 17th is Eric Benson in number 41. 18th is Gatelyn Downey, number 98. Number 47 of Chase Dunbar runs in 19th. Rounding out your top 20 is the number 20 of Steve Larker. And Brady Farrell is running 21st. 22nd is Jake Larker running a position, well, it's about 2 positions behind his brother. I'm going to say brother at the moment. I can't remember if it's his brother or father. Roger Ray, who was started last, he's up to 23rd. He's gained 7 positions. He's doing pretty well. The number 17 of Rick Stenhouse Jr. is in 24th. Running in 25th is Chris Asbury in the number 32. Landon Dotson, number 95, is running in 26th. 27th is Noah in the MBR, and he's not having that great of a run at the moment. Sebastian Coles, my mistake, is running in the number 14 car in 28th. 29th is the 83 of Logan Smith, and all the way back in 30th, I believe, pitted Eric Almirola. Maybe he's trying a different strategy. So these guys fly around this track still. Leaders starting to spread out now. And these two have not let up fighting one another. And take a look. These guys have not let up fighting one another either. They haven't been gaining very much position, but they have been fighting. And you see Nick Campbell here trying to just outside the top 10. These guys all spread out trying to make moves. Oh, look at this. Looking to be 3 wide. Looking to be 3 wide. No! 3 wide was almost an availability right there, and they nearly get together coming off of that turn. So we're about halfway through this race. No cautions as of yet. And look at 11 get on the inside of the 44. He's trying to get that 8th place position. The 11, ooh, the 11 gets in the curb there, and the 44 with the outside line run gets to get away from him. Leaders close up just a tiny bit. These guys are pretty even cars. It's just a matter of who can get around who. These guys fly around this track. 11 of John Morris runs in 9th. Derek Campbell runs wide in 8th place, number 44. For RPM Motorsports. His teammate who's on that different strategy or something. Doing something. He pitted. Have to see how that plays out for him. Ooh, looks like we might have a battler for that position. Ooh. Inside. Battling. Looks like the... Oh, we got cars pitting. Oh, we got a wreck. The 4. Horrible wreck on the pull-in. Oh, man, I saw that. Yes, he hits the pit road entrance head on. Looked like a late pit decision. I believe we have a caution out for that. No, we're green. Do I have cautions on? Yes, I do. How do we not get a caution for that? What the heck? As the 4 runs head on. We saw that on just barely. He runs head on. Wayne Carson runs head on into the barrier entering pit lane. Crazy incident right there. As the 31 of Ryan Newman leads the 42 of Chuck Wilson. Carter Friesen, number 18, and Terry Lee in the number 38. Round out your top 4, and rounding out your top 5 is number 2. I believe another car was involved in that. And you see cars coming down pit lane now. Oh, leaders coming down pit lane. Oh, the 42 wrecks! The 42 wrecks! Oh, and the leaders stopped because they can't get around them. What? The 42 made a late race pit incident, and the caution comes out when our top 4 comes out on down pit lane. This is going to throw up everything. The 31 makes it down pit lane, but this is going to be interesting because these guys came down pit lane and the caution came out. What is going to happen? Wow. Crazy turn of events here as the caution comes out. We'll take a look at all the replays of what the wrecks that just happened. Who's going to be our leader? 15 who pitted also. Your leader now is the number 2 of Brad Keselowski. He's your new leader as of right now. And the 42 and the 4, your second place running driver wrecks out. Coming both pit road incidents. Of course, that doesn't show up when you test the track. So, crazy turn of events here in this race. We'll take a look at the replay here of the 42. Take a look here. He's already off the track. He'll be finishing 29th. Take a look here. But it just, I mean, it's unbelievable how that happened. Take a look at another camera angle as he comes through this corner. We see just makes a late pit decision and just, wow. And these two come to a dead stop. I mean, great communication by both these guys just to stop for a second and try and get around them. 38 actually was able to complete a pass in that situation. So, yeah. And let's take a look at the 4's wreck. Take a look at how that occurred. Alright. Yeah, he was high, and I think he wanted to come down the pit lane, and the 7 came down, and he was really out there, and just he had no chance of making it on the pit lane. He hit the 7. He spun that 7 out, and the 22 ran into him. So 22 and the 7 got some damage off that. I think they didn't get bad damage. 4 obviously got the worst part of that. But just interesting here, as the 4 of Wayne Carson Rex, and the 42 of Chuck Wilson, Rex, and that brings out your first caution. Just crazy, crazy turn of events here. And now, let's bring us back up to the live feed to see where they are. Spinning, going around the track. Imagine if they actually went around the track this fast in real time. We'll just fast forward this because we technically watched it through the replays. Time to see who's going to come down pit lane. And here they all come. All the leaders come down pit lane. Every single one of them come down pit lane. All of them. Look at them all come down pit lane. Everyone who hadn't pitted yet is coming down pit lane. And here they all come. This should cycle the field back out for the leaders who pitted. If they stay out, they will be your new... They will resume the lead. And, of course, there they are. And a couple people who were further back who pitted early, they're going to benefit from this a lot. Oh, there's not a good angle pit lane, is there? So we're going to take a look here of who comes off pit lane first. Looks like the 15. He pitted already, though. 15's going to win the race off pit road. Oh, no, he's coming in late. Oh, the 20. No, the 2 beats off the 1. The 24 beats out the 11 and the 44. Great pit stop by him. 23, 34. Look at, here's your race off pit lane. Roger Wade beats off a couple drivers here. I believe he gains a couple more positions. I think he was a little bit further back. And the 43 who comes down pit lane, who was on that different strategy, he's the last driver on the track. But now your new leaders are the number 31, the 38, the 18. Wow, the 38 moved up to second through this whole entire situation. The 18, the 22. Who is he a lap down? No, he's no, he's not a lap down. He's third, and rounding and fourth is the number 7. Great. This turned out to be really good for the 22 and the 7. The 2, he didn't really lose anything out of any of this. Anything he got a couple points for leading the lap. The 1 didn't really lose anything out of this. 24 getting a couple positions on pit lane through that. Other than that, though, we're gonna go to another short commercial break, and we'll bring you back for the green flag as we're gonna go side by side, or NASCAR nonstop here from Watkins Glen.
Ever dreamed of driving a real Cup car? Well, now you can. This is the fan controller.
What the? Tony, what are you doing? It's possessed.
That was completely inappropriate.
I'm out of here.
Run, Sandy, run for your life!
What was that all about?
Hey, man, you cut me off back there. What you gonna do about it?
Oh, man. All right, fine.
Are we good? We're good.
Hello, welcome back to the NASCAR Panasonic Road Course Cup Series. And before we go green, I just saw something interesting on pit lane. Number 95 of Landon Dotson appears to have some damage. I just want to take a look, see how that even occurred with a 28 of... Oh, 3 cars look to have some damage. How did this happen? Oh! It looks to me the 95 was coming to catch back up to the field. And he blew a gear or something. Oh, and he just... Something happened. Oil or something. That's why I may think we had extra pace lap. But 28! Oh, no. Damn it. 28 has serious issues with him. And the 83 of Logan Smith has problems as well. He gets involved in this. But just a terrible incident here. As I believe the 28 was just... I think the 95 was trying to stop. I think he had oil on the tires. And the 28 didn't see him with the dirt and just slammed into him. This is a shame. Shame all those drivers had to have that happen. Anywho, we're going to go back up to the live feed. And here we are. Hopefully getting ready to go back green flag racing. As Ryan Newman still leads the race. We can come back around here. And now with that, we should be able to take you all the way, the rest of the way, green flag, well, without commercial breaks. Because we're all good. We're getting ready to go back green flag. The one kind of pulling out of line there for a second. But your top 4 did not pit under caution, but they pitted a lap before the caution came out. And the back of the field kind of spaced out, but we're back green flag racing with 12 laps to go. Drivers looking to make a move here. And look at the 7 dive out, coming down in the corner. 38 looking to stay right behind that number 31. Trying to see if he can pounce on him. Get a chance to. Terry Lee in that 38 car. Number 18 at Kyle Busch. I knew I was going to make that mistake too. Carter Friesen in number 18. He's running 3rd. He's been 3rd this whole entire race basically. He was ahead of that 38 at one point, but 38 passed him. But they passed the car together. So he's just stayed 3rd. Now we take a look here at the field and look at the 77 have someone on the inside of him. So they come down this straightaway. The 1 trying to make a pass on him for 5th. Or is that? No, it's for 6th. And the 7's been losing position now. He's lost 2 spots. And Nick Campbell looking to make a move here for that, I think, 7th place position. To be able to get it. Car's a lap down. 83. People that just recently wrecked out. People with wreck damage. And the top 3 are tightening up. Look at this here. With 11 laps to go. These guys are looking for a win, possibly. We're also maybe looking at the people who have the possibility to shine the brightest when we come back here for the final race this season. When this race awards double points to the winner. However, we run something a little bit different here. We will run the boot. And there'll be also some other events during those weeks heading up to that. Look at that. The 2 just ran the 1 a little hard there. Now the 7 looking to make a move back on him. Move back up here. But in the final race week of the season, there'll be a couple other events that will be able to provide these drivers with more points to get them better in better championship condition. So we come around here. Look at this. The battling for this position as they bang off each other. 3 wide, 1 in the grass. That's the 1 of Jamie Mack. He is losing a ton of spots. Jamie McMurray, they're going to go 3 wide in that corner. McMurray runs wide. Problems for Jamie McMurray, possibly? Oh, man, he's going to... Oh, he's in the wall. McMurray in the fence going through the dirt. He better slow it down here. He might swerve back up in the traffic into an area you don't want to be in. And now look at the 48 of Roger Ray go around him there. And all these drivers are going to zing by him here. Just the 1 does not look to be in very good condition at the moment. And he is going to get past some more here. Ooh! Oh, the 19, I think he just bumped. Oh, the 19, wow! The 19, I thought was going to fly back onto the track and wreck somebody. He does an amazing job to keep it off of everybody. And that 1 was just a burden in everybody's way for a second there. As we come back up to the lead here. Still with 9 laps to go. Leaders haven't really gotten away from each other, but they also haven't closed up on each other. Just have this consistent little gap between these three leading the race. Ryan Newman, he's going to get a ton of points out of this race. Leading a ton of laps, and possibly being able to win. He just needs to close it out here. Look at 24, make a move coming off the Essence on the 7. 24 moving up. He's going for 6th right here. 11, you'll see if he can follow him through. Ooh, now the 11's going to be able to get around the 24. Wait a second here. 11 on the outside. Can 24 get him back? That 7 has some damage from the 4 hitting the end of the pit wall. Think about it. That 42 probably had harder impact. That pit wall was, the padding was destroyed from the 4. So the 4-2 nailed it, and he must not hit very much padding. So these drivers are getting closer to each other. Not 38, 31. Coming around now, the distances between each other. Did they close up that lap? Nope, they widened. I was incorrect. And now the 24 possibly getting passed here for another position between the 44 and between the 44 and him. Coming back through here. 24 is going to hit that curb and lose that position. Oh, wait, maybe not. He's going to be right on this back bumper here for 8th. 44 pulls, 24 pulls back under the 44. Back down into this corner. These guys are going to be very aggressive now. We have 8 laps to go, and they're not going to be giving up to one another. And look at this. The 24 just can't find a break. He is getting passed left and right. But I think he finally does now. I say it. He does find a break. And now we take a look here at this battle here for the 6th place position between the 11 and the 7. Ooh, 11 looking. 11 keeps it low. He's going to dive bomb this 7 down in this corner. Now 11 jumps the curb. He just nailed that curb. And look at this battle back here. 2 by 2. These two drivers are flying through the field. Who's going to get the advantage coming down the straightaway? And you guys are side by side. And the 34 looks to complete the pass. No. He jumps the curb and just doesn't have the speed. And the 24 clears him. Now the 23 going to try and get around the 34. No. So we head back up here. Number 31, Ryan Newman, still leading this race. Dirt kicked up there. And the whoops. The 38 of Terry Lee just trying to gain on him there. And look at the 2 Penske boys. And now the 7 on the rear end of that too. And here the 44 has come up here now. He's showing some competitiveness. He's trying to get around that 11 or 7. Either way, these guys are going to be side by side. 11 trying to see if he can get around that 7 car down in this corner. 7 on the inside, 11 on the outside. 7 hits that curb, and 11, I believe, is going to clear him. And now here comes the 44. 44 puts his fender right there, saying, "Get out of my way, son. It's my turn to get around you." Ring and Smith, Derek Hamill, side by side down the straightaway deck, back down into turn 1. That sharp, almost 90-degree left-hander. Right-hander. God, I don't know my directions. And now, the leader pulling away, and Carter Friesen pulling up on the rear end, the 38, as we have just under 6 laps to go. Here from Watkins Glen. These drivers in little groups, all fighting within these groups. Take a look back here at all these drivers. Whoa, look at Roger Wade make a move on the 20 of Steve Larker here. Ooh. Can he make a move? Nope. And right back here, just rounding out the top 20 is the number 1, Jim McMurray, who fell back hard right around that restart. And Carter Friesen trying to make a move on the 38 of Terry Lee. I believe he has a faster car now. And look at him make a move. Can he complete the pass? They're going to be side by side coming down the straightaway here. Down the front stretch of 31 just had a powerful car today. Be able to keep him out front. And the 18's going to pull back in to no avail. He's going to be able to pass him here. And now, oh man, look at this battle here. 2 and 3 wide. Oh, the 2 is going to make a move on the 22. Side by side, they almost hit off each other. These Penske boys are battling at it with each other once again. Battle for 4th. And look at it, here comes 11, and here comes the 7. The aggression picks up here near the end of this race. And the 7 now going to be under them here. And now the 11 looking under the 2. Oh, jumping curves through the inner loop, and everything sorts itself out for the meantime right there. And now the 24's come back up to 9th, and now he's looking for 8th. Man, these guys are just going at it near the from 5th on back. Leaders calm down, and these guys are just absolutely at each other's throats trying to find a way to get around one another. Is they're going to be side by side in front of the 24, and the 24 maybe look to make it 3 wide possibly? No, he's going to watch these two battle one another, and he's going to wait for himself as they're going to be side by side behind him. Excellent battling through the field here. And these two still battling up here. Nothing very much changed up there. Now 24 is going to get around the 7. And now the 44 is going to see if he can get around him. Ooh, watch out. 44 couldn't keep his nose on the outside there. And the 18 can't seem to get around 38. As we come back through these inner loops, the inner loop here. The leader has pulled away to nearly a 2-second lead. And it's lights out here. Performance by Ryan Newman. Just whooped this field today. He's become the 3 to go. Carter Friesen just looking to get 10 more points. That's the amount of points he would gain if he tried to pass that 38. And wow, look at him. He lost a lot of time to the 38 there, and the 38 pulled away from him. And now the top 3 are spaced out by a large margin. And look at these guys. Oh man, you never know. We might have a green-white checker the way these guys are battling. Holy smokes. They're going to fly down into this corner. 2 wide. And, ooh, 24 nails that curve. And look at these guys. They're going to be alongside of them. Wow, the 24 loses a ton of position right here. Can't keep his run on the inside line right there. And now the 34, he's going to look to make a pass. But now, they're going to be 3 wide down this straightaway. Watch out. 3 wide. I don't know how that's going to work. Oh, the 23 jumps that curve hard. Goes through the dirt, and they kick up a ton of dirt right through there. It's got to be scary to go through there. You can't see anything as you're flying through there. Hoping that no one's wrecked in front of you. And as we take a look, 2 to go. Coming to the line this time by 38, 31. And these guys are just at each other's necks. 44 is going to get around them now. And just look at these guys all at it. Whoa! 44 goes down pit lane. Oh man, we have pit stops. People might not be able to make it on fuel. The 2. All those guys just come down pit lane with 2 laps to go. Ooh, could this possibly play into anything with the leaders here if we have 2 laps to go? Possibly. Possible fuel strategy could be a factor here. As now the number 98 Gatelin Downey, he's run up in the top 10 now. Rico Farrell in the number 34, he's up to 8th. These guys, 24 trying to keep alongside the 6, the 7 there. And these guys are just at it. Now the leaders. Will anyone come down pit lane? And also, if these guys have a problem coming down pit lane to hit that pit wall, green-white checker possibly? But let's take a look here. Ryan Newman. No, he doesn't come down pit lane. White flag in the air. White flag sponsored by Credit One Bank. Here at Watkins Glen as Ryan Newman takes it. His lead just got cut in half that lap. Wow. And tons of cars come down pit lane. One into the wall. Wrecking down the pit lane. Right there. People fly down the pit lane. Possible. Can they make it around the track one more time on gasoline? Will the 31 make it? He's dominated the race, but it all comes down to how much fuel he has left in the tank. As he comes around this track, we're still under green flag racing conditions. Doesn't matter since it's white. Since it's the white flag lap sponsored by Credit One Bank, we would race back no matter what happens. Doesn't matter what they do. If there's a car in the crowd, we will race back to the yellow. Coming around now down this long straightaway, only 2 corners left for Ryan Newman. Can Terry Lee maybe be able to close up on him, or Carter Friesen have anything to say about it? It's spaced out for Newman. He could coast from here if he runs out of gas. One more corner for Ryan Newman. He's going to make it on gas. Newman coming off of 11. He will win here at Watkins Glen. Terry Lee will finish second. Carter Friesen third. John Morris fourth. David Knutson fifth. Sixth, Regan Smith. Seventh, Connor Hurley. 8th, Clint Boyer. 9th will be Chase Dunbar. And rounding out your top 10 will be Jason Larker. What a crazy finish this race as people come down pit lane because they've run out of gas. Sebastian Coles finishes 11th. The 12th is the 41 of Eric Benson. Oh, Brad Keselowski finishes bad. He finishes 22nd. No, he finishes 14th. Who finishes 13th? Someone on pit road, I believe. Nick Campbell finishes 15th. David Hamill, 16th. And we'll take a look at our positions here. Here you go, the rest of the field, and we'll actually take a look at it right here. So there you go. There's your official standings here. As of number 22 of number 48 of Roger Ray retired. So did the 30 of. So did the 30. So interesting end of the race here. But that's gonna do it here from Watkins Glen. I think it was a good race. Ryan Newman wins the first ever race, and next week we'll see people at Mid Ohio for another race for the NASCAR Panasonic Cup Series, Road Course Cup Series. So now, people, hope people have enjoyed, and I will see you people next week. Goodbye.